Mercenary with a side of Nettle Cyst. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Cloud Midgar Mercenary, a mono-white Voltron commander that searches for the best equipment in your deck and doubles up equipped abilities that are on him. Cloud works great with the Sword of Blank and Blank because it doubles up the on-hit triggered ability. Also works of course very well with his Buster Sword and with many of the other good cards that you can just bring out, equip, and smack into your opponent's face. With the deck that's full of swords, we want to have our removal in equipment form. We want to have our evasion in equipment form and our protection in equipment form. But we also need some good other creatures to throw equipment onto in case Cloud doesn't make it through, and some other ways to cheat our equipments into play, either bringing them out from the graveyard or maybe the hand. And of course, we have other classic tutors like Stoneforge Mystic to help us out. Recently, they added Cauldron Complete into the Brawl lineup, which means that you're not just looking at good swords for Cloud to wear, you're also looking for swords they can hold themselves, smacking into your opponents, taking out their threats, and taking you to victory. So let's take Cloud into the queue and start busting them up. Kefka Court Mage, a terror, a villain, and one that's going to be making us discard and drawing cards. Oftentimes, it's a bit of Grixis Tempo or Grixis Control, and he does it so good and so bad. Kefka's one of those cards that's just pure Grixis value. And if you're playing him in Commander, he's even more because, oh my god, he hits every single player. You're scary, Kefka. Well, here's Cloud. I feel like he might not resolve, but I'm still playing him. Oh! He resolved. We're gonna go for the old classic. Cauldron Complete! You thought you were gonna make me discard? Wrong, I'm gonna make me discard. We're putting Cauldron Complete into our hand over, say, protection from stuff that's good against us. Because I have Forge Anew in hand. And if I can do the thing... Oh my god, of course I'm gonna do the thing. I have two different ways to reanimate this. I say reanimate because it's literally a creature. You have a living weapon. I think I'll wait a turn to try to do it, though. I'm gonna go for the Knight of White Orchid to try to ramp. This brings in a land untapped, which is very nice. Thank you. Play another land, and now I can hold up Fateful Absence. Oh, they're tootin'! They're tootin'! What do you toot for? A dock ritual. Okay. You gonna Dark Ritual out Kefka? What if this was a reprieve? Oh, wait. Also playing a land. Alright. Wait. I have to wait until he resolves. Okay. He's giggling. Tee-hee-hee. LOLOL. Okay. Kill him. And I'm going to discard, I think, a land. Since I already have my 5th land in hand. And they dropped a Flame Slash. Okay, cool. Let's go for Forge Anew. It worked. I'm like kind of surprised it worked. All right, cool. I could have also gone for like Bustin'. It would make me feel good. Sword of Light and Shadow gives me protection from black. Mind Stone. I can use Forge Anew also to get 1 free equip with Cauldron. It just has to be my first equipping each turn. Okay, they put a creature into my graveyard. They only have 5 lands. Okay, so I don't need to do anything funky there. Light and Shadow, bringing that back? No, I'd rather Buster Sword. Is this getting countered? But busting! No, it makes me feel good! Ugh, fine. Sword of Light and Shadow. I will equip it. They don't want me to feel good. They don't respect Cauldra. Yes, please. Thank you for the life. Alright, this is now much harder to kill. Still very bounceable, but most removal is targeted and black. Kefka comes out. I'm the only one with a card to discard. I'll discard the thing that I can get back off the Sword of this and that. Ooh, wait. Okay, how much mana do I have? I can get any of the 3 mana equipment. I'll just do this, though. Oh, yeah. It's just lethal. They can't block. It's 2 more damage. We win. Yuriko out here to do some ninja business. Hitting me in the face and getting some sneaky bits of damage in. Drawing cards, or I guess I should say revealing them and putting them into hand. And, of course, hitting me with the most evasive, nasty little critters. I have Stoneforge Mystic, and in this deck, I love using Stoneforge Mystic to try to get Cauldra into play. But I also have, you know, Zac and Sigarda's Aid. Get to freely equip stuff. Yeah, we have some really cool equipment synergy here. And my opponent did not play a 1-drop creature, which... that's good for me, because it means that there's not going to be a Yuriko happening this turn. I have to get whatever time I can have. Tetsuko for unblockability. Let's just go for Cloud. Let's just go for Cloud. They'll probably have some bounce spells, but I think most of their removal will be in black. So Feast and Famine is good. But that said, most of their creatures will die, the little evasive ones, to Fire and Ice. So that's also worth considering. But I'm going to go for Feast and Famine. Yeah, I can't block Tetsuko anyway. She is very much unblockable. I like sort of Feast and Famine. I also like Sigarda's Aid. Silver Fur Master? Hey, wait a minute. And no ninjutsu. Okay, Yuriko, no ninjutsu. By the way, this is a rogue. I can play Auras at instant speed. Let's go. Okay. What does this give? +3/+3? So lets me exile things? Okay. I like how they released Silver Fur Master, and then we actually ended up getting Splinter in Magic the Gathering. Go to blockers, Silver Fur Master. Come on. Do the thing. Get your trigger. Cloud is now slightly protected. Let's go here to make things unblockable. Sort of Feast and Famine at sorcery speed so I can get the swing in with it here. Those blocks are for blockers. You blocking? No. Cool. They have to discard. Oh, right. We get doubles. That does let me bring in the Sheltered by Ghosts at instant speed off some of the floating mana. Yeah, sure. Why the heck not? After all, why shouldn't I? It's free. Johnny Nakat Pariah. I know him. He's the brother killer. looking to make a powerful planeswalker. Just 2 mana. Hopefully I can slow them down by cursing them. Yes, curse you, Johnny. And all of your vile ways. Oh god, they can play him on turn 1, except... No, they can't, because we curse them. Johnny, Nakat, Pariah. Right there. No, not Avenger. Pariah. Avenger's the backside. We're gonna have plenty of Avengers in like a week when the dang next set comes out. Headliner. They could use that to kill the brother. And a Mother of Runes. Well, if I have a Stoneforge Mystic, you guys already know what I'm gonna try to do. It's fun. It's a big, cool equipment. Maybe I should put Meteor Sword in this deck. I don't know. I like this one. They're gonna touch my Stoneforge Mystic. And now I'm left with what? A Cauldron that's incomplete. Alright, I'll play Cloud. I do have the ability to protect him if they do, like, play a Johnny, flip a Johnny. And I want another sort of protection from their stuff. Actually, I'd rather just have, like, a good, cheap equipment. Maybe some, like, trample. Yeah, I think that Shadow Spear is fine enough here. Since I have sort of Fire and Ice, Sabine's Reclamation here to bring it back if it gets destroyed. So a Johnny is banned in the ranked queue, which means that there are relatively more Johnnies out and about here. Decline.
Where shall we hunt today?
Yeah, brother, where we gonna hunt? Yeah, it's so casual, this queue, with our Johnny is a card that is banned in the other format. So casual. Yeah, too good for ranked. Oh, look at you. But just fine for us to deal with. Sword of Fire and Ice. Again, still holding that Resto Magic. A land in the graveyard. A Ruby Collector. They can certainly attack with 3 or more creatures and get that big pump. And that's part of what's going to be very tricky here, is the fact that this Ruby Collector will give them access to the goods. Based on what I currently see, I think I actually like... I could actually intentionally flip the brother token here, too. Or you just let it all go through. I'm just gonna let it all go through. Because they could go to, like, kill it otherwise. Yeah, I'll take all the damage. Mox Ruby. The brother killer himself. Now here's the question. Do they direct the damage at my face or at Cloud? They chose Cloud, and that was what we were ready for. Yay! My savior. Light and Shadow also lets me break through, but it doesn't trigger here. The tragedy. Yeah, I think we need Shadow Spear, sort of Fire and Ice trigger. And now they don't have a red permanent. If I hit their face, I get to draw a card. They don't have a red permanent. Does facing into Johnny make me think about coming back to ranked? At least I don't have to deal with as many free spells here. A bing. A bong.
Evil thrives unchecked.
I'll take a Foxy Moxen. Is there a particular synergy with Savine's Reclamation in this deck? Yes, almost every single card in this deck, especially the equipment, is gettable with Savine's Reclamation. And that does include the commander. All right, so they played another card banned in the ranked queue because, I mean, honestly, I think that the devs just kind of hate aggro. What with how they did these bans. But I can get rid of his Indestructible, and I do live through this turn, so we're fine. I kind of could go for, like, gain 6 life. Yeah, let's do that. I don't need no stinking blockers. You tapped your mother. And that is not a way to respect your mother. 2 to you. 2 to you. Howdy do. 2 and 2. Wow, you're tapped. No more mom. Bam. This time I will sacrifice it. Here is a Johnny. Here is his brother. Here is his other brother. Oh yeah, this is the only art we have for Commander's Plate. And victory it is. All in the name of Cloud. Tifa Lockhart. Landfall's going to be getting them a really, really big kick. Tifa doubles her power with every landfall, and she's been making waves in the ranked Brawl queue because she's kind of like an aggro combo kill, and she works just so well. I guess I'll bring out the Selfless Savior, and the first strike on a 2-power creature will be great. I just need to get another white source, and maybe then the Knight of the White Orchid can both protect me and copy their ramp, because I want more lands. I wonder what equipment is best to get against them. Oh, hi, Tifa. I'm going to go for a Solitude here. I can do it right now. I'll drop the Reprieve. Sort of Mountain Dew and Doritos gives me good protection from her, but she tramples over. I think it's probably sort of Fire and Ice to, just like say, hey, I have removal for you on the sword. Okay, not a land, so unfortunately it means I'm unable to play the Knight of White Orchids. I can't play Cloud. I can play Sheltered by Ghost, which is actually my plan if they protected Tifa there. I have Cloud at home. This is Cloud at home. You know, this would work. They are unlikely to be able to remove Stoneforge Mystic, especially a Selfless Savior in play. This has first strike exile. It does not need to kill the creature. They might have removal for the equipment itself. Let's see if we can get it to go. And I'll just do it now, because she doesn't have haste. Let me in. Cauldra complete! God, I love Cauldra so much. My friend and I were talking about when Secret Lairs had first been announced. The first time they did them, we were thinking, you know what would make for such an awesome Secret Lair? Cauldra. The original Cauldra equipments, not Cauldra Complete. But yeah, throw Cauldra Complete in there and give us like a gorgeous bespoke Cauldra token. And they exiled it. My heart, broken. My equipment, gone. My lands, I don't have them. Tifa has returned. It was worth a try. Thank you. Sheltered by ghosts. Tifa has been exiled. And they free her? Yeah, if they have 1 mana protection, they're choosing not to use it. Gosh, Mind Sensor might also be nice. Okay, so now everyone is a land. Well, on their side of the battlefield, they all get to be forests. It is a land! Okay, I will play this, and I can turn this into 3 mana. And I can use that for the White Knight. Come on, Tifa and Cloud should be getting along. And now I have 2 more mana. And I could kill the tree. Or I could play Cloud. I'm playing Cloud. Okay. Sort of, you are very green. Mountain Dew and Doritos. We're getting into, like, later stage Tifa. Tifa triggers herself. But I kind of want to keep all of this alive no matter what. Because look at all that beautiful, beautiful Nykthos mana. Okay. You. Big tap. I don't need that. Put it on Cloud. I don't care about Ashaya. I care about killing Tifa. And I think it would be so much funnier if when they searched their library, they maybe didn't get anything. Maybe didn't get anything. No promises. Oh, okay. They can play her again. She gets more lands. But I might get more lands too, because Cloud's gonna do the thing! Go, Cloud! Go, Cloud, go! Bingo and bongo. We exile 4 cards and we can play 2 additional lands. Those are lands. This is lands. Okay, so this, that, these cards will go away. Do I feel I need to use the Get Lost on Ashaya? No, here's a dog. I have to do it now. It goes away at the end of turn. Puppy dog, puppy dog. Woof, woof, woof. I'm sorry, Cloud, we're not playing the Buster Sword. I don't have enough mana. Two dogs. I am unable to blink their creatures if Ashaya is out because she is lands. Hi, Tifa. How come my mom lets me have 2 dogs? Bark, bark. I'm considering blinking Stoneforge Mystic to just tutor another equipment. I don't need the shelter, but it comes back in end step. But we have flash equipment. We also have all of this. Alright, Cloud's gonna do the Cloud thing. Zach, Kite Sail. Land, Giver. Okay. Land. Giver. Zach. Other planes. Zach has flying. Zach has a sword. What am I looking for here? Sure. So I have an indestructible blocker with protection from green. Potentially indestructible. We can also share, like, Zach's whole thing. And one of the things that, like, I still haven't played, I still have the Aven Mind Sensor. Now, most Tifa decks, I think, probably around every other card is a land. Look at you getting lands. All right, how big can you make this Tifa? Oh, yeah, it could absolutely still be lethal from her. But I'm not here to do that. I'm here to do this. They're going to look at the top 4 cards of their deck and get a land. Unlikely that they'll get a fetch, but it could still happen. Okay, Field of Ruin. They're at 16. Okay. Do the top 4 cards of your deck have 2 more lands? Oh, they tapped those. Okay. Nope, they have 1. Still not lethal. Close. Not quite lethal. Okay, I will... Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm alive. Thank you, Aven Mind Sensor. Popping off both of these, I think, would have been the same, though. But it would have been 2 separate searches, which I think would have made a difference. We're gonna give Zach all the swords, and then Zach will give them the cloud, and it will be really romantic. Okay, we win. Yet another Ajani Nakant Pariah. I have matched into more Ajanis than any other commander. And some of them are super strong. Some of them are not the best Ajani builds, but they're all still Ajani. A card that has been determined to be too strong to be played in the casual queue. We have to deal with it here. Hello, Ajani. You brother killer, you. It's almost like only allowing the super powerful commanders in one queue means that they're gonna get played more because they can't be played in the other one. So those players make up a relatively larger percentage of this queue. I'm not saying Cloud is weak. I think Cloud's a pretty strong commander. He's a tutor in the command zone. But this is a Johnny. And, like, I don't know, can we not? Here comes Cloud. I could go for something to try to just like break through. It would give him protection, but the hardest part is actually getting on there. I could use the G-Day. Let's go with the G-Day. Won't be able to equip for 2 turns anyway. Does Cloud die? You're not saving your removal for your brother? You don't want to just kill him? It's okay. Maybe they have a Fury in hand and they'll go for both. I had that happen enough times. Gonna sit here and chill with my restoration magic. Goblin bombardment. Just a guess. They're going to throw a Johnny's brother at Cloud, but first they can attack in. Oh, I don't like that you shocked that in. Nope. They can do it whenever it is they please. I don't have another white source here. So I can't abolish her first. What an unexpected sequence of plays. Wait until it resolves. Brother, no!
No world where my quarry can hide.
Why'd you bolt that in?
The wicked will pay.
Okay, now I have 4 Umezawa's G-Day triggers, which does allow me to do things like make Cloud bigger, so he's harder to kill, gain life, and of course, kill kitty cat tokens. Meow meow. G-Day triggering on any damage is so wild. Not just damage to face, not just damage to planeswalkers, just damage. Okay, Starfield Shepherd is going to get them a Plains or the 1-drop. Ragavanul. Okay. You, Sure. This kills the monkey. Mm-hmm. I will get +2/+2. Would you like to also sacrifice your Starfield Shepherd? I can do it again. +2/+2 until end of turn. They needed to put, I think, that on the stack. But even then, like, I'd be able to kill the brother token, so they would have 0 creatures in play. Goodbye, brother. The whole pride's here. Not the way I want to be playing, but if it works, it works. I think Thran Power Suit is going to be a big choice here. It will give Cloud protection. And we're going to take out a Johnny. You want to come back out? I hope you're ready for a pretty jitty.
I cannot abide this treachery.
I don't know what you were just yelling at me, but... Listen, you're playing a Johnny. I still don't know what they had, they'd shocked in. And then not played anything. I wonder if they were, like, considering playing the Ragavan that turn and just decided not to. I think that the Jide, if you are going and, like, able to attack first, does a lot against the Ajani. Oh, he says, I cannot abide this treachery. Says the man who keeps killing his brother. You have no leg to stand on, Ajani. I actually have 2 legs. They're very well formed. They're very sexy. Oh, why do they have to make them so, you know? Have you seen the alt art of this card? Crazy. Oh, they're trying to make up their mind of what to do. Concede. They will concede. And I will hopefully not match into 5 more Johnnies. Tasigur, the Golden Fang. Tasigur is able to be cast for just 1 mana. And oftentimes is going to be, well, using some good Sultai control spells. Checking out my hand right here. To get ahead, and sometimes even combo by sacrificing Tasigur, using cards like Neoform to find something else. Also, is it Eldritch something? Yeah, you know, cards. It's been an entire year since Final Fantasy came out. Yeah. Good set, though. Good set. I would have to discard if I played Cloud. So I'll play Fake Cloud. I'll play Source Filmmaker. So I can try to cheat in Caldra Complete. Girls just want to have fun. And by fun, I mean Caldra. And by Caldra, I mean Caldra Complete. We don't have the other Caldra in Arena. Yeah, this kind of demands removing or countering or getting rid of this. But this is hard to get rid of once it's down. Like, yeah, they led with a Psychic Frog. It's a freaking Psychic Frog. I have a Caldra. Oh, they're going to Dreadfuge it right into the graveyard. Well, I do have a card that can bring that back. But I am a little sad that I won't be able to use it now. Darn. I could go for Cloud. I kind of like cheating in sort of Fire and Ice, which means either holding up something like Restoration Magic or bringing out like Lost Jide. I'll just bring out Lost Jide. For the low cost of 2 mana. Yeah, Psychic Frog is a little ridiculous. I can technically block here. I could even just like fire off this Get Lost instead. The problem is in their deck and their colors, it's just so rough. We'll still try it. Get lost! Get this ding-dang frog out of here. Oh my god, it worked. Are you gonna play Tasigur? He'll cost you, like, nothing. No, they did not cast Tasigur. Are you casting anything? Voice of Victory to protect my beautiful children. And by children, I mean this. Oh, Opposition Agent! They were gonna try to steal my equipment when I searched with Cloud. Yeah, no, like, that's smart. That is a smart thing to do, Opposition Agent. But now that I know you have an Opposition Agent, I will oppose that by playing the cards I already have and not playing my commander. Thank you, Voice of Victory. Ooh, cut down. They draw that, they'll be able to kill one of my boys. Unless I make them big and chunkled. Oh, good. Sword of Fire and Ice can still kill that and get through it. And they'll have to use this now. Okay, so they're going to cut down Voice of Victory. I can either protect it, or I could cheat in Sword. I think that I should just protect this. Because I think being able to control spells on my turn is huge. Okay, Sword of Fire and Ice. Equip it. And then swing in. Yeah, the Baleful Strikes would die anyway. Oh, but they're gonna let me kill Opposition Agent. Well, howdy doody, don't mind if I do. I guess I'll equip here. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I don't think they should have blocked at the Opposition Agent, but maybe they forgot that 2 damage cleans it up. Or maybe they're gonna wipe the board anyway. I don't know. Yeah, a Toxic Deluge in a Tasigur deck? Yeah, almost certainly somewhere in there, 99. Oh, the card Ariet's Charmed Apple is a very fun artifact-based act of treason. I think I played it in my Duretti deck for funsies. That was a good time. All right, so Tasigur, I do not have protection from with the Sword of Fire and Ice. But I can tutor now. And tutor I shall. And I will get the Sword of Really Good. And I'll use the Stoneforge Mystic, so I don't have to cast it, even though they can't, like, counter stuff on my turn anyway, to bring it into play. And I will give the sword to the Voice of Victory. And I will make the Voice of Victory fly. Whee! And I'm gonna swing on in. You like the Sword of Really Good? Yeah, Feast and Famine, I think, is probably the best sword for 1v1. Oh, 2 damage to ya face. You discard. Oh yeah, I also have Fire and Ice. They discard, I draw. I get to untap. I am going to scooch this onto you. I'll also put the boots with the spurs onto Cloud. Okay, cool. If I want to, I can do things like untapping Nykthos to generate a ton of mana. So, sort of wealth and power. It was a consideration. Gotta get that WAP. Alright, Tasigur, you have 12 life remaining. Eldritch Evolution! That's the thing, yeah. Eldritch Evolution is going to tutor for... I don't actually know. Hoarding Brood... Oh, is this a Broodlord combo? Certainly could be. If it is, they would have, like, Saw in half, but I don't think they have quite enough mana. Oh, wait, maybe now they do. Yeah, because I think you need, like, 1 additional mana. Ruh-roh. Yeah, the Saw in half combo is a just kind of built into your deck combo that allows you to do this. It is very tutorable, very easily tutorable. Hey. No, they went for Thoughtseize here. What's good? This is my dog. Sometimes you'll also see it with Underworld Breach. They sacrifice. And then, with all of their mana, a final parting. Yeah, I don't know if the storm off this is enough to kill me, though, because I had gained life this game. That's what I'm wondering. You could always tutor for something else, though. Yeah, if Tendrils Storm isn't enough. Ooh, they had a different line here. Right, because I'm not used to seeing this as the fully Sultai version. Scholar of the Ages brings back Persist and Sacrifice. So they can persist and sacrifice, and persist and sacrifice, and persist and sacrifice. Do it again and again and again. This is infinite. And then on one of these, they can again split Hoarding Broodlord once they have enough of a storm count. This is absolutely just like a CDH kind of thing. Yeah. I'm just sitting here. Here, I could use this so it stops asking me. Here. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Go, my combo! Finish me! Yeah, I don't know if they're, I don't know if they're counting. But eventually, they'll Tendrils me to death. No! Is the storm count high enough? It's gotta be, right? They've cast more than 12. And my opponent, after a very large Dirtle circle, is Tendrils of Agonying for lethal. But they literally did it for like twice as many as they needed to, because, I don't know, game action addiction. It's real, and it hurts all of us. Ketramos, the New Dawn, going to be exiling from our battlefield and from our graveyard in order to draw cards. And I'll be sitting here suffering while they do so. But don't worry, guys, because I have a creature that can make things indestructible, which is so helpful when my opponent is doing exile. Ketramos is very frustrating because it is giving card advantage for something you really want to be doing anyway. An Emperor of Bones? You don't want bones? Why not? I feel like either some protection or some haste. We do share a color. It would only protect from the black things. Shadow Spear can remove the indestructible, but I don't have any removal in hand. And I do have this Danatha here to maybe cheat in a big cool equipment. I already have Sword of Fire and Ice here. So yeah, I am going to grab Cauldron Complete. Because I'm a brave boy. And brave boyos, you know what they want? They want to cheat in Cauldron Complete. I love Cauldron. Zach has successfully protected Cloud. I'll use the Sword of Fire and Ice. And I'll swing in with Zach. Based on the fact that they just played a Spirited Companion, this could also be Ketramos Blink, since things temporarily going into exile still count as going into exile. Lotho. And they are ephemerating the dog. What's that dog doing? Yep, it's definitely Ketramos Blink over just Ketramos Control. Oh, Sword of Light and Shadow is actually a lot better here, since protection from white and black is like, that's all of it. I'll go for Cloud, even though I don't have anything to bring back here. It gains me 6 life. And eventually, I'll be able to use that to recur Zach, which will be fun. That turn, by the way, I could have also gone for the Danitha Cultra. Oh, I'm sorry, which enchanter is this? Interesting, it's this one. I'm gonna use Savine's Reclamation to bring it back. What you got? A Solitude. Okay. My sword! My sworditude! Zach is just like watching, like, what is happening to Cloud? Don't worry about it, bud. Here comes Ketramos, here to give the card advantage. Guardian of Girapur to blink, I assume, Witch Enchanter? Yeah, because, you know, artifacts. Yeah, guys, it's just like Final Fantasy VII. It's fine. Alright, I'm at the point where I can legit just cast this. This is silly. Danica, go pick up the sword. Thank you. Danitha, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to have a sword here. Yeah, you know, Zach, take this sword and swing it right into their face. R.I.P. Zach Fair. Didn't even get to give a Buster Sword to anyone. Oh no, I walked right into that one. Danitha, no. How much mana do I have? Now I only have 6 because I don't have a legend. Make it 7. I could also have animated the Ink Moth Nexus and gone for that. Look, you like this Ketramos. It exiles things. You're into that. What? Is there a kitty on the floor? Is there a little kitty named Scraps? Oh, nice germ token. Oh, it's a white germ token. Yes, hi, Scraps. Notably, not damage, but yes, infect. Scraps. Yes, hello, little kitty. Yes, hello. You are so cute. Let's grab some boots. Booting up. This is my cat. She is incredibly cute. What did you just lick? I saw you lick something. What did you just lick? Huh. Cats. Kaya can gain them life. But they better not cast 2 spells first, because if they do, Lotho will kill them. Oh, hi, Loran. My sword! Scraps just, like, came in and licked my playmat. What a weirdo.
That's just a story.
I have 8 lands, no graveyard, and 35 life. Which is a normal amount. The sword has been places. Yeah, the graveyard, the battlefield, the graveyard, the battlefield. Once again, the graveyard, the battlefield. And we break through for lethal. A Johnny Nakot Pariah, the brother killer himself, able to play a 2-mana creature that comes with another creature, and if that creature dies, well, they've probably won the game. Unless, of course, we can get rid of it or get rid of him. Also, it doesn't actually have to be this card and this token. If any cat dies, a Johnny flips out. Which, yeah, fair. Here comes a Johnny. And they're gonna give me a big kiss. I will trade. I'll play a Selfless Savior. And I'm actually gonna Swords to Plowshares the token. This way, a Johnny has no brother to kill. If you're wondering why not wait until their turn, there's actually a bunch of things that they can do to cast it as part of the cost. Sacrificing the token, and then it's like, I guess I can hit a Johnny on it. But I don't wanna. Okay, Lead Spellbinder. I guess Light and Shadow because I have a Selfless Savior. Also because you're on a white deck. Well, not mono white, sorry. They're a Boros deck. Oh, they went for Sword of Fire and Ice. I guess it's better at killing these. Cloud. I feel like Jide could be nice against them. Or I could grab something that costs 1 just so I'm using up more of my mana this turn. Yeah, I'm gonna make Cloud fly. If I went for the itty bitty Jide, then I would be able to use Cloud to ramp. Potentially. Make Cloud fly? That's where, I mean, clouds are usually in the sky. That's not, like, weird. That's where clouds are. Oh, he doesn't fly, he jumps like the Hulk. Okay. He doesn't fly, guys. He just jumps like the Hulk. I wonder if they're planning on ephemerating the Elite Spellbinder. I saw them looking at him. Nope, they're using one of their brother killing spells to kill Cloud. That's what those are to me. Yes, they're brother killing spells. Cloud again. Don't want it just to have it. Kinda. Buster Sword. I mean, it's his sword. Yeah, let's go, Jide. Not itty bitty. Umazawas. Cinder Strike, more of their brother killing spells because they can blight the brother. That's okay. I have another creature in hand I can start throwing these things onto. Hopefully. Yeah. I just want to get the equipment out because I can't equip this turn. But wait. It's Embercleave. Wait, no, you don't have double red. Also, nobody plays Embercleave outside of mono red. Oh, Raphael's technique. Would I like to discard my hand and draw 7? Yeah. Yeah, I would. You kidding me? 7 cards? What a generous Johnny. Yeah, can I get a hell yeah? What's up, mama? How you doing? Oh, damn. What if I still had 7 cards in hand? Bam. Sorry, I can't resist. Norin, I think this is a little bit of a janky Johnny. You think we should equip Johnny's brother with a sword of war and peace so he can't be the victim of Thrashercide? They'd find a way. So Norin will let them return blocked creatures to hand. Mother of Runes can give protection. Orem's chant. Yeah. Listen, you let me do this. This is mine now. This is now all I know. Something about eating hot chip. I probably should have gone for Sword of Feast and Famine instead. Get in there. I guess I'll get Grand Abolisher. This is colorless, so Mother of Runes will be unable to stop it. Okay. -1/-1 on Mother of Runes. They're gonna redirect the lightning. Okay. They are giving a Johnny protection. And where are you redirecting this to? You paid a lot of life to do it. The brother token? Okay. Gonna play the Grand Abolisher. It appears I've overdrawn my account, by which I mean I've overdrawn my hand. Yay, gain a life. Kick it. Whee! You cannot cast spells, you cannot attack. You can activate a Johnny and kill the Grand Abolisher. You can't hit him! I got protection from white. Ooh, a Thran power suit. Yeah, I'll just be able to kill a Johnny. And other things. Did I have fun? Nah, I'm in the middle. Neutral. Zidane. Wrong name. That's Ragavan. Yes, you know him, you fear him, because Zidane Tribal is actually the scariest one-drop known to Brawl. That's right, Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer. Well, maybe he's the scariest. Ragavan is going to be chock full of cheap removal spells, many of which are just going to plow straight through my creatures. Here we go. Have a Zac. I can name human on this. These are all humans. This is a dog. So they're going to use cheap removal, blast their way through, and then Ragavan will steal the top card of my deck. And Ragavan's going to be able to cast most of the spells in my deck easily because they only cost a few mana. And I'd say a Ragavan that goes first. Rough. You like that my opponent is seasoned mayonnaise? Yes. Human. I could flash out the dog. But they could still have instant speed removal. I'm just gonna kill the monkey. Yeah, most of the creatures in my deck are very, very small, which makes it hard to deal with. Okay. Tablet, they did not mill... Oh, no, they did mill a land. They can play that. I don't like that you shocked that in, but at least now my Warhound's online. Go! Dog! Oh, right. I gave them a clue. Get a plains. Koth. Koth, you wouldn't kill a dog, would you? You're just gonna get a mountain, right? You're not gonna kill a dog, are you? Okay. For a second there, I thought he was gonna be a real puppy killer. No. No. No! No! My dog! Whenever they next cast an instant or sorcery, they'll have 3 more damage to use to burn me out. Guide of Souls. And I'm gonna flash out Felia. I can reset Koth's loyalty using Felia. But the Sword of Blank and Blank, not so good at hitting Planeswalkers. Oh, a Screaming Nemesis! Right in front of my card draw, or my life gain? Okay. I take 3. It happens. Are you gonna bolt this? Classic. Okay, so they're gonna prevent my life gain. And they're also gonna reflect damage onto my face. Yeah, that is an emblem. There is no way to get rid of it. I could double tutor if I blink Cloud. I'd love to have like the G-Day up against a Ragavan. It's just one of those things where like actually getting this out and using it is so difficult here. It's a shame there's no equipment that is also a Alright, there's no equipment that's also a land. This is the closest thing I got. Hello. I'm dog. Bark, bark.
Don't waste my time.
Help me, Cloud. It ain't looking too hot for me. No, it's not. Here is Warcrafting. I'm not going to bother making the dog bigger. You will get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck. And say, ooh, a Tome of Legends. Hi, General McFist. Like the sunflower dress? It's so cute. Koth can still kill Cloud. Nope. Mountain time. Hello, yes, 1 Ragavan. They can use that to draw a card. Okay, my turn. This is what I was worried about, not getting a land. So we're going to use the Lost Jide to untap the land. Sword of Fire and Ice. For that hot stuff coming through. Two for you, 2 for you.
Never give up.
A land, a land. Okay, I just have to like not die. It's fine. I just have to like not die. They chose not to kill Cloud because they want more land and eventually to ult Koth. And then he's like, I'm Valakut. Oh, I'm being asked when my partner is next gonna play Civ 7. He did a Civ 7 stream a couple weeks ago when I was giving blood. I was like, Nick, this is gonna be short. Can you take over the stream for a minute? And he's like, yeah, I got this. And so for like an hour while I went out and gave blood, he hung out here. Okay, so now I can't cast non-creatures without it really hurting. I see. And I still can't gain life. I see. Sort of untap all my lands. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I only rolled a 2. Okay, we're fine. See, I'm fine. Oh my god, that's a lot of stuff happening. Okay. Just to stop you from ulting. Okay, wait. In case I get... I should have gone for the card draw first, right? Oh no, I did go for the card draw. It's all gonna happen here. Okay. G-Day. G-Day. 2 and 2. I just had to pick the targets first.
I'm unbreakable.
Alright, that's just saying you can untap your lands, you can make this bigger. We're gonna play a couple cheap creatures here. And maybe not so cheap creatures. Hardest thing to deal with is the Screaming Nemesis. Once they get to 10 mountains, by the way, I think they could actually minus the Koth and kill the Nemesis. Which is weird, but works. Good lord, the triggers. And one of the weirdest things here is that I think I could actually be, I think it might be worse for me to move the Sword of Protection from red over. Reprieve has the potential to deal damage to me. And I can also untap lands, but I want to save this for a potential lethal hit next turn. Inkmoth also able to block. Okay, Ragavan. Not haste. Just regular old monkey time. Okay, cool. So we are going to animate the Inkmoth. I don't need these lands. Hee, I shrink you. Okay, cool. I would like a +1/+1 counter. I would like a +1/+1 counter. I don't actually need those because the burn from the Sword of Fire and Ice takes them down. Oh man, that was some serious monkey business. Raphaelos Llanowar Emissary. He's going to be ramping an awful lot. I have no real white mana in this hand, so I'm going to be throwing that back, even though I do have, like, the funny Forge Anew, potentially. And I go first. Ooh, there is a Library of Alexandria, but without removal here, I'm going to be committing much more to the board and going for things like Stoneforge Mystic and Cloud, tutoring for my removal in the shape of a sword. Going first here is going to make a big difference. Once upon a time, they have drawn a card and they will reveal from among the top cards of their library a Scoop Bug. An exploration means they're playing additional lands each turn, which means they absolutely will be outpacing me. Especially with me unable to play Cloud here, but still able to play Stoneforge Mystic. And we want Sword of dealing small amount of damage to little guys each turn. Protection from green, good. Protection of lighting Raphaelos on fire, better. But I still need lands. Especially white lands. Didn't find them? That's a problem. SRAM. I can play the Shadow Spear. Okay, Blink Moth Nexus. Next turn, I'll be able to tap and equip. So it's all about what do they have off this Rafellos. The answer is some chump blockers here. Oh, okay. So even if Rafellos is dead, they're gonna have a lot of stuff here. The good news is they didn't already have 6 here. This is not as many bugs. Yeah, it's still plenty, but it's not the worst. It's just really bad. Okay, so Stoneforge Mystic. Bring in the Sword of Fire and Ice. Sword of Fire and Ice. Pay to equip it to SRAM. SRAM, get protection from green. Kill Rafellos. And be left with a nightmare of 1-drop creatures in play. Over 10 mana if they play a land here. Oh god, Puck. Okay, Oh, prime time to double the 2 lands you get off this and also make a lot of ding-dang bugabos. These are like all of my non-creature lands. Or sorry, my non-white lands. Guys, it's fine. I mean, it's not, but it's fine. Yep. I'm dead next turn. That's a lot of bugs! That's a lot of bugs! It buys me 1 turn. One turn might be all I need. Pro green. Swing in, get the triggers first. Imperior, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. Base. No, that would use up all the white. I know, I'm just like in this weird spot of, oh dang, I just don't have the color I need. Rip a board wipe. I have no board wipes in this deck. Bog champ. I'm not real and you can't hurt me. Do you need a white to activate? Yeah, you do. Oh, even if they had a hoof, it's fine. It's just 250 scoots. Approximately. Oh my god, is it gonna go through every single one of these? A little faster. Do you think it's because the gate's holding priority? Look how polite they are, taking turns. Is it the one with or without? Awesome. Without, okay. Yeah, so I missed out on a damage there, but I was trying to see what I could draw. Okay, last march of the Ents. They're going to draw 18 cards and put a lot of stuff. Now, if they get a colorless creature, like an Eldrazi, I no longer have the unblockable that I need to do anything. Oh, there's an Eldrazi. Let's have something with reach. Couple of triggers. Couple of triggers. Yep. Okay, they're out. They get to tutor. Uh-huh. Okay, great. Human. Oh, I know Vorin collects. Don't you worry. How big would Nettle Sisting be? Because I can freely equip the thing onto him. The answer is still not enough. I know. But unfortunately, it just ain't enough. How dead would I be for the next hoof? Do you want to find out? Haha! I got rid of an Emrakul. That's all I got. Okay, so they're getting plus 262. What's this? Negative 30,000? No, more. It's a little bit. Ooh, 69. 487. Nice. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars, and thank you, Cloud, for doing the thing you do. This deck is pretty good, it's pretty fun, and if you want an equipment-themed deck, this is probably one of the best choices that you can make, especially because you can have a bit of a toolbox, and Cloud can help you find it. I would say the only downside to Cloud, and this might be a kind of recent phenomena, I don't know, I used to see Cloud with kind of anything, he matches into an awful lot of Ajani's. I think I matched into 5 Ajani's across 20 games, and that's too many. Actually, wait, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I matched into 6 different Ajani's, some of which gave me a good fight, some of which definitely didn't, and all of which were just kind of annoying because nobody wants to see Ajani across the table. I also matched into things like Nadu, Rafellos, Yuriko, and Nashi. These are not fun cards to play against. This deck can hold its own and get some good wins. I probably could even tune it even more to play against them, but I find that it's just not that fun to face off against that kind of commander for most of your matches. A lot of my other matches, many of which didn't make it into this video, were actually against weird one-off cards. Cards that I've never seen in the command zone before, like Peter Parker and Ignis. And it was very strange to run into those, especially because those decks weren't very tuned. And that means that those decks are running into the same decks that I'm running into. So hey, Wizards of the Coast, your matchmaking needs a little bit of work. And part of why it needs work is because right now, some of these super strong commanders, yes, you could be playing them in Brawl, competitive queue. But the competitive queue has banned cards like Ajani, which means that they get played here instead. And because the people who were playing those cards didn't stop playing those cards, but many other players moved into the competitive queue, the overall player base in the unranked queue has more Ajani's per person, and I'm stuck playing against them. Yay. If you're looking for my deck list, though, you can find it in the description of the video. And while I don't think Cloud is an amazing pick for ranked Brawl, I do think that you can get good wins with him if you're not really focused on, oh, I need to get the highest mythic ranking. Do that with your Nashis, do that with your Yurikos, maybe even Tifa. I think that Cloud, though, he can still do pretty well. You don't have to make that many changes to the deck. You can add in your Ancient Tombs and your Strip Mines, and beyond that, well, the deck is pretty much the same because, well, you just don't get that much. I guess you can add in the free white spell to help protect Cloud, since, sure, he could use some protection, and then tech based on other things you happen to match into. But I do think that this is a fun deck despite the matchups, so please give it a whirl if you really want to play some Voltron. I'll recommend it over things like SRAM. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.